Former ESPN host Sage Steele said interviewing Biden was the saddest thing because he couldn't finish his sentences. Shout out Gateway Pundit for this report that I'm about to go over. Um, and it is sad. They rolled this man out knowing that he doesn't have all his faculties. Anyone that's paying attention know that this guy should not be running the country. So it makes you wonder who is really running the country. Y'all know I believe is Barack Obama in the background that's running this country. I don't think he's going to make it to the 2024 election. I think they're going to bring in Michelle Obama to run for president. Because who else you think could run as a Democrat with this terrible policies that the Democrats displaying across this country? Every single metric, their policies aren't losing, and they're actually pulling back some of their policies with the defund the police, and now they're talking about actually building a border wall now because they even realize their policies don't work. And this is proof. This is proof right here. And you got a guy in office that doesn't even know where he is most of the time. I don't know if y'all seen that meme with Trump joked about Biden being on stage not knowing where the exit is, and there's a pretty funny joke that Trump did. But we're gonna talk a little bit about what Sage Steele said. But before we get started, um, share this out so we can get this information out there. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. The Gateway Pundit reports that former ESPN host Sage Steele joined Bill Maher on his Club Ransom podcast Sunday and shared her disturbing experience interviewing Joe Biden in 2021. Now, this is a whole 2 years ago. He's even worse now, but Steele said it was the, quote, saddest thing because he seemed confused and, quote, couldn't finish his sentences. Steele told Maher he struggled. Steele explained that the interview was via satellite, and because of some technical issues, she had to stall for time while the issues were resolved. Quote, well, what he started to do, of course, he has someone next to him, and they keep a black, like, curtain over the lens of the camera so you can't see him until the last second, but you can hear and we're chit-chatting. So I can hear him and he goes, what is this for? And he's like, who am I talking to? Wait, what's her name? During the unscripted banter, Biden shared stories about his, quote, football career. When did Biden play football? Biden was a halfback and wide receiver in high school and briefly played at the University of Delaware his freshman year. That's interesting. I didn't know that. But, quote, and so he started to tell football stories of his greatness, Steele recalled. He goes, quote, I have the best hands. What do you say to that? Steele asked, so were you a receiver? And he started to explain it, and here's the saddest thing. His voice just trailed off. He said, I was good, and then he went silent. And he goes, never mind. I thought it was so sad because I realized that why he was in his basement during the whole election cycle. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. That's why he was in his basement during the whole election cycle, because even then he couldn't finish his sentences. He struggled. And that was my point. That's why I called him Basement Biden, because during the whole, it begs the question, how does someone campaign from their basement the entire election and still win by the most votes ever in history? It baffles me. But she goes on to say, quote, so forget about politics. I don't care. I don't vote for him. I didn't vote for him. However, that made me sad. Steele also told Maher, quote, the human aspect of what we're witnessing right now with him, to me, is heartbreaking. And it's inexcusable by the family when you knew during the election. And it's right. This is elder abuse. This is elder abuse. Someone should report this elder abuse. And then the Gateway Pundit also reported that Steele left woke Disney-owned CNN after an impressive 16 years. So she was there for 16 years. I mean, I don't know why people are still pushing this woke stuff. The people don't want this crap. But Steele was suspended in 2021 for her comments criticizing Disney for its vaccine mandate and rebuking former President Obama for identifying as black instead of biracial during an interview on former NFL quarterback Jay Cutler's podcast. And of course, you can't question Obama on that. But let me know what you think about this. Leave your comments down below. Do you think Biden is going to make it to the 2024 election? You think Michelle Obama is going to run, or is it going to be someone like Gavin Newsom? Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.